Okay. So first we will start with noun. So what is a noun? Noun is a naming word, right? So any name of a person, place, animal, or thing is known as a noun, right? So uh, any name. So noun starts with the letter N. So the name also starts with the letter N. So noun means name of any person, place, animal, or thing. So first of all, that is clear to us. So if I talk about noun, what are the different kinds of nouns? So we will start with proper noun. So what is a proper noun? I will explain you. Then we have a common noun. Then we have abstract noun. Then we have material noun. Material noun. Then we have uh, collective noun. Then we have possessive noun. Okay, so these are the different kinds of noun which we have. Okay, so let's start
Yes,
with the
ma'am.
proper one. So what is a proper noun? Proper noun is a noun when we are talking about any particular name of a person, place, animal, or thing. So what is a particular? So properly when I'm mentioning about, specifically I am talking about someone, that is a proper noun. And we are not generalizing the thing. We are talking about specifically one thing, that is a proper noun. Like for example, if I'm saying Rahul is a good boy. So what I'm doing, I'm specifically talking about Rahul. I'm not talking about any other boy in the class. I'm talking about Rahul, who is a good boy in the class. So when I'm talking about particularly or specifically about someone, so like you have to write down for proper, what is a proper noun? When we are talking about particularly or specifically about anyone, then we use a proper noun. Okay, and what is a like the easiest way to find out a proper noun in the sentence? A proper noun always starts with a capital letter, right? The proper noun always starts with a capital letter. So that is about proper noun. So proper noun particularly or specifically talks about anyone, and proper noun always starts with a common noun. So now, if I talk about a common noun, what is a common noun? Common noun is a noun when we talk about any general like group, any general noun. Like for example, if I'm talking about boy, so it can be any boy in the class. I'm not particularly talking about Rahul. I'm not particularly talking about any other boy. I'm just generalizing and I'm just saying that it can be any boy in the class. So common noun can be any noun. Okay, so now if I'm saying in this sentence like Rahul is a good boy, if I just underline Rahul, Rahul will be a proper noun because I'm particularly talking about Rahul. And boy is a common noun because I'm talking about like any boy in the class. So proper noun and common noun understood. Now let's do a recap of abstract noun. So what is an abstract noun? An abstract noun is those kind of noun which talks about those nouns which we cannot see, which we cannot hear, which we cannot smell, which we cannot feel, and which we cannot taste. So all the five senses which we have, we cannot feel those things with the five senses, but we can only feel it. So like so we can only feel it. Okay, so now but not but not see, listen, smell, touch, or taste. So with our five senses we cannot do that. So what can be an example for that? So I'm saying if I'm talking about an example, it can be friendship, it can be hunger, it can be health, it can be money. So all these things which we cannot generally see, but however we can feel, we can sense them, but we cannot generally see them, we cannot listen them, we cannot touch them. Those are all abstract noun. Okay, so this is for the abstract noun. Now what is a material noun? Let's do a quick recap for the material noun now. What is a material noun? Now, material nouns are those kinds of nouns which talks about like the material which is used for making something. Like for example, if I'm talking about this notebook, so these notebooks are made up of paper. So that paper becomes a material noun. So it talks about the object which is used for making something. Object which is used for making something. So like for example, I can say like for example, this house is made up of bricks and pillars. So bricks and pillars are here used as a material noun. So object which is used for making something. Okay. Or cotton is used to make clothes. So here cotton is my material noun. Okay. So now here cotton is my material noun. Cotton is used to make clothes. Cotton is my material noun. Okay. So here friendship, hunger, health, money, these were all abstract noun. Okay. So now we are talking about collective noun. Now what is a collective noun? Collective noun itself means collection. Okay. Collection. Collection means what? Collection means group. So collective noun itself means a collection of something. So collective nouns means group. So group names. Okay, when we talk about any group names, like for example, if I am talking about swarm of bees. So in this sentence, swarm is a group name for the group of bees. So here in this sentence, swarm is the collective noun. Don't get confused that swarm of bees full is a collective noun. Swarm is the collective noun, of course, and bees. So bees is the common noun, a normal common noun. So collective noun always consists of a collective noun plus a common noun. So collective noun are the group names. So where collective nouns like talks about a group name. Okay, so when something is like a group, like swarm of bees, bunch of keys, galaxy of stars, these are all collective noun when we talk about any group name. Now what is the next one? The next one is possessive noun. Okay, so the term itself, possessive, the term itself says that it is someone possess something. What is the meaning of possess? Possess means what? Ownership. Ownership. So if you are the owner of something, so possess something, you are the owner of something. Owner of something. So owner does not mean that it has to be materialistic always. So like for example, if I am saying Rahul's car, okay, so Rahul is the owner of the car. So Rahul's car. So in possessive noun, we always use a apostrophe. So what will I write? Rahul's. If I'm just writing this car belongs to Rahul. So instead of writing this car belongs to Rahul, I can say Rahul's car. So if I'm saying Rahul's car, see I'm putting an apostrophe S. So these Rahuls becomes a possessive noun because who is the owner of the car? Rahul is the owner of the car. So Rahul's car. But we always have to remember that if it is a like plural number. For example, there are so many mountains. Okay, so so if it is mountains peak, so how will I write? If it is a plural, then we will not put the apostrophe. Just like we will, if it is a plural, how we will put? We will put the apostrophe after the S. So if it is a plural, we will always put the apostrophe. Put the apostrophe after the S. Okay, so we will always put the apostrophe after the S. How we will do it? So like for example, if I am doing, there are many mountains, I am writing mountains peak. So I will write mountains and I will put the apostrophe here and then I will write mountains peak. So that is my like way of writing of plural. So these are the general like different types of nouns. So let's do a quick recap of whatever we have learned. So the first one, let's start with the topic. So the topic was noun. So what we have learned till now here, we have learned about proper noun. So proper noun, which is particularly or specifically talks about anyone, and it always starts with a capital letter. Number two, it was a common noun, which talks about any general noun. So it can be like Rahul is a good boy. Boy was a common noun, and Rahul is a proper noun. Then it was abstract noun, which we discussed about, like which we can only feel but not see, listen, smell, touch, or taste, like friendship, hunger, money, health, all these kinds of things. Then there was material noun, like object which is used for making something, like cotton is used for making clothes. So cotton is the material noun. Then we have collective noun. What is a collective noun? Collective noun are the group names, like swarm of bees. Swarm is the collective noun and bees is the common noun. And then we have possessive noun. So possessive nouns like owner of something. If someone is owner of something, then what do we use? We use a possessive noun. Like this car belongs to Rahul, and Rahul, so that becomes Rahul's car. And if it's a plural, we will put the apostrophe after the S. So these are the normal nouns as per the different kinds of types, the different kinds of types. So okay, so now we will talk about how many types of nouns are there as per the number. What is noun, like number? Like for example, if like whether we can count the noun or not. So whether we can count the noun or not. So as per that, also we can divide the nouns. So what are the different types of noun as per whether we can count the noun or not? So there are two types generally. One is a countable noun, another is a uncountable noun. So we can divide nouns as per countable noun and uncountable noun. Whether we can count the noun or not, as per that, we can divide nouns into two groups, that is countable and uncountable. What is countable noun? So, for example, if I'm talking about countable noun, the nouns which we can count, like for example, any books, any notebooks, any trees, anything, whatever we can count. So these all comes under my countable noun category. So countable noun can also be now divided into two parts, which is singular and plural. So where we say singular and plural. So countable noun comes under two categories, singular and plural, because we can count them. So it is singular and plural. Generally, from making a singular to plural, we either add s or es, or we make the f into ves. There are different rules which we can talk about later. So there are in countable, we have two types, singular and plural. So if it is one, it is a singular. If it is many, then it's a plural. And in uncountable noun, what all are uncountable noun? Like rice, like sugar, something which you cannot count. So obviously there are money. So all these things, friendship, these all comes under uncountable noun, because you cannot really count them. So they are comes under uncountable noun. So as per whether the nouns can be counted or not, it can be divided into two parts, countable or uncountable. So we have already earlier discussed about this Great. So we have already discussed about this six types, which are the different nouns like proper, common, abstract, material, collective, and possessive. And if we talk about after that, like whether we can count it or not, as per that we can just change, like divide the nouns into two types. Those are countable and uncountable. So these are the different. If someone asks you that how many types of nouns are there, first of all, like there are two types, whether they are like normal kinds or whether we can divide them as per they're countable or not countable. So if they're countable or not countable, so there are two groups, countable, uncountable, undercountable, singular and plural. And normal noun kinds, they are divided into six groups, and those we have already discussed.